because that's how you use the vanish mechanic.
Yeah. We're live, by the way.
All right.
Welcome, everybody, to a new episode of C&C Bros. And we haven't been here in a month.
Really
and we are
good at
here.
Jobs.
Yeah, jobs have been a bitch. But you know, life happens, so we're gonna keep giving you content, and we're trying out something new. Instead of a topic list that I usually come up with, we're just kind of saying whatever comes to mind and talking about it, kind of free-forming it to see if that works better with the flow of stuff. The conversations and dialogues are more fun to listen to anyway, and they help kind of kill the time in the background, you know? But go ahead, someone, and drop the link in the description in groups. Yeah, do that so that we can actually let people know that we're...
I'm sorry.
But yeah, so I want to talk about DBZ Super first off, because that last episode was kind of garbage.
Whoa.
And I don't mean like content-wise. I mean like it actually looked like garbage.
Yeah, like there's a huge difference between the way the last one looks and the way that this one looked.
Like, I've been hearing people say, like, oh, this is a great episode. I was like, I don't think it was a great episode, man. Like, I think it was just a meh episode for setup.
I mean, it was a fine episode. It showed Goku using strategy.
Yeah, I was like,
why? I don't know how long.
I was like, why are you putting in strategy when we know it's just going to come down to him planting his foot up his ass? God, I hope that he bites him. But no, like, I have a... I don't know if you saw what I put on Twitter the other day. It was a GIF of Vegeta, like, getting up from the ground, and in his, like, mind's eye, he sees Goku patting Bulma from back from the Dragon Balls at days.
Oh.
No comment, Shelly, really?
What?
You didn't hear what I just said?
Something about Dragon Ball?
Yes. No, I put up a GIF of or we retweeted something on Twitter, and it was Vegeta like trying to get up after getting the shit beat out of him, and in his mind's eye, he could see a Goku from Dragon Ball patting Bulma in that camper that one night.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
It was good. I enjoyed it. But no, I think. How do you think the matchups are going to go? Because I think that Gohan's out next.
Nah, 17's out next.
Okay, wait, I forgot about him. Yeah, 17 and then Gohan. Because I don't know how long Frieza will stay in, based on what the way the tournament's going. Because he actually needs to use full force on something.
Probably be Dispo, the way it's looking.
I don't think he'll need to try that hard though. He just needs to catch him.
It looks like in the next episode the Dispo's powering up.
Yeah, but what can he do though?
We don't know.
What can he really do?
Other than he's the fastest guy in the universe.
He's bad.
I love how they made Bertrand 2.0.
And he even, I bet he talks like him too because of the rabbit teeth.
They're going to do it now.
So, when did the beta end for DBZ Fighters?
Today.
It did end today?
I guess. I don't know. I was just saying shit.
Don't mislead our audience.
Yeah.
Don't mislead me.
Like early morning.
Eh. It'll be out in like, what, 5 days?
They need to fix that server.
It was Sunday.
You blinking in and out, George, again.
George, you sound weird, man. You sound weird, man. I thought I would be the weirdest sounding one here.
And George has the clearest mic quality, but he's blinking in and out constantly.
It's my connection. Y'all hear me now?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, it was Sunday and Monday, but Saturday if you pre-order digitally on PSN.
So let's go and talk about it because I never played it because I knew that I wasn't gonna like have a
Wait,
good
George, did
time
you
with
play
that
it?
beta. Huh?
Did you play it, George?
He tried.
And then again,
Oh. Oh, you tried to play it, George?
second.
You tried to play the beta?
Maybe he should wire his computer.
Man, George is dead.
George can't do jack shit. But nah, while he's getting his shit fixed, so we went. What have you been playing lately, Shelly? Besides Overwatch, not Overwatch.
Uncharted
Rocket League.
and Rocket League. I started Batman Telltale. I
deleted it off my PlayStation.
I started it. I got the first trophy, and I just haven't played it since because I was doing Uncharted.
Yeah, I'll save that for a rainy day. I don't know. Is that a Vita game too?
I'm sure. They like to put everything on everything.
I don't know. Because I kind of want to. I've been stuck in between Danganronpa, because I played the shit out of Danganronpa, like the past week and a half. And then I've started 2 the other night, and I'm not really that far in at all. But I think I'm getting to the first murder, and we'll see how that goes. But that's what I've been playing for like the past week or so. I bought Shovel Knight for the Switch.
And it's your favorite game ever.
No, it's fun. It actually is surprisingly more fun than you think, and I'm glad I got it for the Switch because that means that I can play co-op with whoever, whenever. All I have to do is like take my Joy-Cons with me, and that's what me and Ryan did for a little bit. But I actually because I went over to my friend Ryan's Sunday, and what we did is we just played Persona, or I watched him play Persona for almost 8 hours. Because I gave him my copy because I was like, I figure that you'd want to borrow this eventually because I know that you've been wanting to play 4 for a long time. And I just watched him play through like the first like dungeon of the game for the most part, and then I played Shovel Knight with him for a little bit. But I do enjoy it. The music's pretty funky. I don't like I don't know. I don't like how slidey it can be sometimes. Like it feels a little bit like a little bit too slidey, and I don't know if that's just because of like my Joy-Cons or whatever, but or the way I'm like, I don't know. It just feels like not as precise as I'd want it to be. Also, George is dead, like just straight up dead. He hasn't been a part of this conversation for like what?
At least 3 minutes.
At least 3 minutes. I kind of want to boot him. We should boot him.
But you're not in control of the room.
Yes, I am.
Oh, you are? Oh, you made it?
Actually, I made it.
Dude,
He booted himself. We love you, George. But no, that's what I've been playing is Danganronpa, Dark Souls 3, Kingdom Hearts as of like yesterday because I got a weird craving to play it again. So tell everybody though about your lovely Uncharted 1 experience.
So yeah, go. So yeah, like I had never played Uncharted 1. I had played every other Uncharted game until that, but I had never played the first one. Oh, I never played the card game one either. But I don't plan on playing that one.
There's a card game?
Yeah, there's a card game one. I think it's on Vita. But Uncharted 1, the first, I don't know, 2 hours of it was the most frustrating shit I've ever played in my life.
Oh no,
not only did it not feel like Uncharted, I swear to God, I went around for an hour straight just shooting.
No, I understand. Like
just endless waves of enemies.
There was a point, I think it was like right when you get like captured and you're like going into the library to do that like puzzle or whatever, with the statues. That was the most frustrating puzzle in the world, by the way.
Wait, which one?
The one where you're in the library or whatever and you're having to like configure the statues. That's the most cryptic ass shit.
The library with the statues
that I've ever done in any Uncharted game. Like that's my least favorite puzzles.
What statues? I'm trying to remember.
I don't remember much about it. I'm trying to not remember. I'm pretty sure I sold that game back too. Yeah, I totally did. I totally sold the Uncharted collection back as soon as I got done with it. I almost sold 4 back. Ryan, speaking of it though, me and Ryan were talking about what he's been playing, and he just finished Uncharted 4. No, he didn't finish it. He played like I think 3-4 hours, and he said, "I hate this game." Like he absolutely hates it. He hates Nathan Drake, and I didn't. And I told him, I said, I would like.
Is that his first Uncharted?
Of it. Yes.
Why do you start with Uncharted 4?
Because it came with his PlayStation.
Oh.
And he was like, okay, well, I'll give it a try because I haven't been interested in it, but everybody likes it, and it has higher reviews, so why not? And I told him, I said, yeah, I get where you're coming from because I don't really like this kind of game, but I still enjoyed playing it to an extent, but I definitely would not play it again unless, like, I had people who were playing it with me, you know what I mean? It's kind of like how I am with a Persona.
That was literally the easiest puzzle I've ever done in my life.
No, I hated it. I could not figure it out.
I was like, this is the easiest Uncharted puzzle I've ever done.
Could not figure it out for the life of me. It took me literally.
I was like, that one was easy.
It took me an hour and a half.
It took me at least 2 minutes.
Like, I think I gave up and looked at a walkthrough.
Yeah, because I was like, okay, that says north, south, east, and west. I wonder, do they have to actually be facing in the directions? I'm going to do that first and see what happens.
I don't know. The first game, it was fun to an extent. Like, I got to a point where I was having fun, like, halfway through, and then it stopped. It like, stopped being fun as soon as I got to the zombies again.
I'm like, the zombies. Wait, how did you handle the zombies?
Oh, I was scared shitless.
But how did you handle them? Like, what did you do?
I constantly sprayed them with high ammo guns and hoped for... I think at one point I camped in a corner and just waited for them to come to me until I cleared out the entire area. Like, it was like when you had to go around turning on all the lights and shit.
Oh, what I did, I just did no aim spraying, and that worked easily.
When I was doing the whole thing where Eddie dies, that was like throwing me off because I kept losing because I think it gives you like a shotgun and that's it. And the combat rolls and the dodging in this game are not the best.
Yeah,
so
they're not.
I ended up getting like caught in like 5-10 like mobs or whatever. And then they like did a segment, I think, where you had to like continue. I don't know if it was because you had to run or if the camera was constantly moving and you had to run with it. And then they were chasing you. I don't know. Some shit like that. And I kept getting caught in that. But all in all, I mean, it's not a good game. To me, at least, I did not like it. Like, that was the least fun I've had in a while. And then I played Uncharted 2, and I was like, why? Why couldn't the first one be like this? And then I played Uncharted 3, I was like, why couldn't this one be like number 2?
Why couldn't this one be like number 2?
I don't know, like, the combat felt a lot better in Uncharted 3. It was definitely the most polished it had been. But it didn't feel as fun. Does that make sense?
Yeah. You want... Okay, see, here are the two key... Okay. 2 and 4 are the best Uncharted games Actually, and Lost Legacy. I'll throw Lost Legacy in there. But there's a common denominator between 2 and 4. You know what it is?
What, is it Chloe?
Neil Druckmann and Bruce Straley.
Oh. I thought it was Chloe. I'm gonna message George to see if he's okay.
That man's dead.
That man went into a coma.
That man is dead. Very dead.
But I've been having fun with it, or at least with what I'm doing right now. I told you, like, Dark Souls is kicking my ass, but it's like the kind of ass kicking that makes me want to keep playing. Not like Bloodborne, where it's like, oh, you died, you're gonna keep dying.
You didn't even play Bloodborne.
I played it with you. We both got to the same point in the game, and then you sold it.
You didn't. I was like, you didn't play it.
Yes, I did. You let me have it for a while, and I played it.
Same as me saying, that's the same as me saying I played Kingdom Hearts.
You and I both got to the same exact place in Bloodborne,
Brian,
and then you sold the game.
The same as me saying I played Kingdom Hearts from that little bit that I played of your game. I wouldn't tell anyone I played Kingdom Hearts. I didn't play Kingdom Hearts.
But you didn't ever play it.
I've played Kingdom Hearts.
When?
You made me play it.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
No, I didn't.
I remember.
Literally just said you didn't play it.
I was on the island. Remember?
Oh. I think you asked to play it. Just like,
no, I didn't.
Let me see it for a bit, and then you like gave up.
I never asked to play Kingdom Hearts.
Well, I don't know, but I didn't like Bloodborne. Like, Bloodborne was not my kind of game. And then I played Dark Souls, and I played a little bit of it. And it has this weird thing where, I don't know, it's hard to explain, because at Bloodborne, you didn't have classes, and you had to adopt a very aggressive playstyle, like, in the form of, like, oh, you'll get hit, but if you hit the enemy, like, right after you get hit and do a counterattack, you recover health. Dark Souls, not so, but you just have to watch your enemy's attack patterns and then like get really good with fucking like blocking with the shield and then parrying and then stabby stab.
That's the same thing as Bloodborne.
No, it's not though. Like it's slower and it's open to more strategy, depending on what classes you choose.
It's the same thing, Brian.
It's not. It really isn't. It's night and day. Same.
It's the same thing. One's just geared a little bit more towards defense.
That's what I mean. Yeah, the origin is the same, and then the rest of it's different.
And otherwise, it's the same game. It's the same game, Brian.
Well, George is having a terrible time with his internet, so I guess this is going to be a me and Shelly stream for a while.
All right. I did not read that plan.
Oh, man. Well, it is down to C&C Bros. I know it's still C&C Bros because technically there's a plural, but now we have one less S. We should have named it double S.
We should have asked Sloan if she'd be on my podcast.
Yeah, apparently our friend Sloan, who's just gotten a reading channel. What does she do? Review books that she reads?
Yeah, her channel's called Sloan is Reading.
Well, she reviews books that she's read, and she does videos on them. And she has 17 subscribers now. And we have, what? How many? 6. We are not that popular. We know this. You don't have to tell us twice. But our friend Sloan has 17 subscribers, and we have come to the conclusion that it is because Sloan is a woe man. And I mean,
what's a woe man?
No one knows what a woe man is. I don't know what a woe man is.
Whoa, man.
Whoa man. But no, we decided that I guess the quickest way to get subs up for us is to have a woman in the podcast.
That's the only way.
So
The
no,
only
that's
way.
the only way. We need girl power. That's all we want you for. We don't actually want to talk to you. I'm lying, by the way. I'm totally not being honest about that. But if anybody wants to ever come on and give us a little bit of flair, sure. We might even make you permanent. We definitely would probably enjoy making it permanent.
Change the name of the podcast.
No, we wouldn't. It could still be C&C Bros.
But if it's a girl, it's gonna have to be C&C Bros.
Hey, your gender roles don't mean shit. But nah, I think
like C&C.
I think it would be fun to have people swap in and out. So that just made me think of like did you watch all of Nostalgia Critics Disney Simper?
Yeah.
Oh man. I'm watching him go through
Twitches.
Yeah, the Twitches and Cheetah Girls specifically.
I love when you talk about Cheetah Girl.
It was so fun. It was, looking back on it, he's absolutely right. I was just too stupid to notice it.
If that goes in, oh, that would have been the greatest thing ever in my life.
Wait, what?
That would have been greater than a wool man.
What, greater than what?
If that shot had went in, it would have been greater than a wool man.
Oh, you're talking about fucking hoopla and shit. Hoopla! Hoopla!
Ah, I missed. Why did he leave?
He said oh.
2 minutes left.
I thought you were talking about George. I was like, I know why that man left. But George and I, for anybody that doesn't know, we've been playing like the betas respectively, and I can fill in for what he was gonna say about Dragon Ball Z Fighters. He couldn't get a match most of the time, and if he could connect at all. And now that I'm looking back on it, honestly, that may have been his internet connection. But I mean, whatever. Apparently that was like a big common denominator, like for people who were playing the beta. I don't know if it was because of server overload, if it wasn't stable, I don't know, but people were having a really hard time getting matches. Me, on the other hand, it took me a long time to find a match, but I got matches pretty consistently with the Dissidia beta. They're doing an Opa beta too. I think they come out on the 30th with the final product. But compared to the original closed beta, it is night and day. And I mean that with all sincerity, because the closed beta,
that first one was an actual beta, not the done game. Ain't nothing that they gonna do to fight a Z that's gonna be there in the main game.
But the thing is like I was telling George, that first closed beta with Dissidia, like I swear to God, they just ripped the base game for the arcade version, and they just put it on the PS4 to see how people would like what would stick and what they had to fix. Because it definitely ran slower. Like character movements weren't as fluid, and movement was like generally a slower process, and so were attacks. So it didn't feel exciting. This version feels so much better, and they improved the dash mechanic a lot. So I'm excited, and the servers are stable and whatnot. And I'm really excited to play the game. But I played Squall like consistently. Like I didn't ever touch another character while I played that beta. It's still going on because they just did like a character rotation this morning or last night. But apparently Squall is supposed to be like a higher end character for people who like know button timing and mashing and whatnot, and like when to actually continue their combos and whatnot. And like pro level like use. and I have not. I have not played him like a pro. I just played him because I liked him, and I got my ass beat so many times. I think we won one match out of like the 8 that I played, and I was getting really pissed off.
Oh, little think tank, ain't that a bitch?
George is back.
I'll believe it when I hear it.
Hey, but I see him. Speak.
I said sup.
He said sup. Everybody, he said sup. We have a friend back. He's come back to us.
We're now bros again.
We're bros with 2 S's.
What happened, George?
He's adjusting his mic, I guess.
Was it the Woe Man?
Are you talking to some womans?
There's a bit going on in the living room. So
There's a what?
and I'm like, I said there's quite a bit going on in the living room, and I'm like way back here. So
Yeah, that's probably why you can't get a good internet connection.
well, I can do this from my living room. So
Well, I mean, fucking, I agree. But, you know, life happens.
yeah.
Does it though?
We were talking about the betas and how you couldn't get in to get a match most of the time, and how the Dissidia one was pretty good considering it's basically the final product. So,
oh my goodness.
did you actually like get to play like a significant amount of matches in the DBZ?
Yeah.
Who did you
Yeah.
play
Everything fit in enough time, so the servers were. Yes. I started off Kid Buu, Beerus, Piccolo. Then I realized Kid Buu is no. So I swapped him out for Krillin.
So, was there anyone in the beta that like is broken that you know of, or any like specific strategy that's really good?
From what people were saying in reviews, Adult Gohan was significantly powered to the point where he like could have been overpowered. Frieza is like a hella intense zoner, and
As far as like ranging,
yeah, Beerus can do damage, but like only in his supers for real. Doesn't deal good damage like otherwise, but
I heard that he has a super that like can cancel out commands.
I've only done like his standard I guess his beam super, for lack of a better word. I've only done his standard beam super, and then like his level 3, which his level 3 is the whole command grab that deals like 40 damage to you.
That's
like
what I meant, command grab.
health. Yeah.
Which is garbage.
He has another super, but I hadn't tried it. Because everybody has at least 2 different level 1s and then a level 3.
It looks like you have a lot of options for movement, though.
Rush is kind of annoying. Like, I ain't even gonna lie. It really is.
Is it like the chakra dash where you can just like block and then like a counter with a throw?
No, because throws look kind of like they do in the Storm series. Like it's not a standard just grabbing motion like it is in most traditional fighters. Be that as it may, this is styled after one. Throws have a short amount of startup and like a thrust forward, and it's pretty much, it's not a throw so much as it is I grab you, I do these attacks and knock you away, and then I automatically dash after that. So grabbing like nets you a free combo regardless. So in most situations where you're like low on health, if you get thrown, you're dead. Plain and simple.
But you can get out of them pretty easy, can't you? Or just avoid it.
Yeah. The tech window on that throw is atrocious. To where like you have a significant amount of time into them like moving in to grab you that you can get out of it. And I've teched in most fighters, you tech throw by pressing throw. Simple as that. I've gotten out without even like pressing the button to grab with. Like I'll start off trying to like dash into a light jab and inadvertently end up like teching the throw because like input leniency is the way it is.
You think they'll tighten that up?
For release, maybe not. I feel like their goal with the beta was mostly to kind of assess like the stress of servers for net play and everything. But nothing balance wise, unless it like absurdly stands out. Like if somebody had an infinite during the beta, like that would be patched out by release. But especially with a limited number of characters to use in the beta, like even if one character ends up overpowered, you know, somebody that was playable in the alpha or somebody who we won't see till release may be just as strong or maybe a hard counter. So it's like hard to determine who will get nerfed and who will get buffed without like messing with all the roster.
I heard that I'm trying to think of because I heard like for a while ago, and I don't remember if it was for this beta or for like another one that was the closed one. That there was like a certain dash or whatever that was broken.
Just the general one. It's plus on block, which what plus on block means is that it's just it's even if your opponent blocks it when you initiate it, it's very advantageous to like just still mash out any kind of attack. You get a frame advantage. Even if it's blocked. The most efficient way to punish it is just to block it one time and then punish it with heavy. Because then like that in turn gets you a combo. But sometimes like what I've said and like players better than me will probably disagree like naturally, but you know, just being able to beat it out with heavy doesn't do it enough justice for how much it has as a technique on its own.
Yeah.
And for like punishing it with heavy to be the only counter to it. Like I tried to go in with grab, dash, beat it out. I've thrown out Kid Boo's level 3 and someone playing adult Gohan just like dash through the startup and combo me.
Jesus.
Which, yeah.
Well, Shelly, are you gonna buy that like at release? Shelly?
Wait, what days it come out?
The 26th.
I'll probably give it a few days.
At least to get reviews in.
I mean, I'm sure it'll get good reviews.
I'll probably wait another month.
You got those nostalgic bastards out there that just like saying shit. So you never know.
I'll probably wait another month to get my next paycheck. That'll be for me, because my next paycheck after this week is going to be for rent, and then I'll hop on it if it gets if it's like running well and things are going good. Because there's nothing else really out right now that I want.
Yeah,
that's coming out.
I agree with Shelly in the aspect that nostalgia will definitely sell it.
Oh yeah, like even if people like, I don't think it'll have a lot of staying power. You know what I mean? Because I think it's been a long time since people have played a Dragon Ball Z fighter or any kind of arena fighter. and I think that a 2D fighter is kind of a niche thing to begin with, and I think that a lot of people are going to get a rude awakening when they think that it's like Budokai 3.
That's what all the memes say.
Well, it won't be that bad.
I mean,
though.
I don't think it'll be a short stay, because I mean,
it won't be a short stay, but I think that a lot of people in the community will be a short stay. I think it'll keep its dedicated fan base, but I think that like the people who are buying it at launch, they're not going to stay longer than like maybe a month and a half.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I've said time and again, like I think I brought this up in an argument with Shelly over a game of similar nature. Fighting games longevity are more so. A fighting game's longevity is more so determined by the willingness of its community, as opposed to like the way it works as a business model. So even if the nostalgics and kind of I'll say inexperienced players, for lack of a better word, or like the casual fan base tend to back out, there will be a percentage of people who stick around for the obvious competitive aspect. And I think that number is even bound to grow with release, because even with pre-release information, like there were people purchasing and wanting to learn Guilty Gear for the sole purpose of wanting to get into this game and be able to have some kind of stake in it, have a grasp in it, and do well competitively, if nothing else than against like, you know, their community, their local community.
Is button input comparable to what we could expect from like the Arena Ultimax?
In terms of Persona 4 Arena, not so much, but it's
like not the stupid like half like moon analog stick down and then you had to press an input button and stuff like that. That's what killed me with Arena, honestly. Like that one specific input that like you made me practice for like 10 minutes with, because I could not get it.
Quarter circles are in the game. However, it's only quarter circles, to my knowledge. Like no Z motions, no half circle forward, half circle back. I don't know if there are any charge moves. I want to assume there is. Charge moves are simpler than, you know, quarter circle, because it's just back then forward or down then up, you know what I'm saying? So if DBFZ ended up having charge motions for like 16 or maybe Nappa, I don't know, I didn't play Nappa in the beta, like that still wouldn't be a bad thing. I don't think it goes anything past the standard quarter circle. And as far as actual buttons, you're dealing with light, medium, heavy, key blast, you know what I'm saying? Which isn't too much unlike Budokai, where you have punch, kick, guard, key. The only thing is that your attacks are laid out differently, and then you have a dedicated key blast button.
I think the game has a long way to go as far as like getting the like what's the phrase, a dedicated following. I think that people are really curious in it right now, and I think that's a good thing. Like interest in your game is like always a must, and that's what gets players in. But I don't think it's like I said before. I think that there's a lot of good that can come out of it, but I don't think that it's reached its potential yet.
Well, I mean, such as
and
life,
I think that'll come with like DLC too.
Such as life with any newly introduced fighting game. I'll make a distinction. Such as life with any newly introduced fighting game, because with games in a series, you know, you have what you're used to. You know, same few characters, same few inputs, just, you know, some variances in character balancing. But, you know, with a new game, you know, people have to pick it up. They have to see, you know, who am I going to play? How am I going to do this? How long will I stick with this? So on and so forth. I think I think while while I feel the whole sentiment of like not wanting to put all the eggs in one basket, I think DBFZ has more potential than you're giving it credit for just because the entry base isn't like hella demanding. Like I personally know some people who were like, oh, it's a 2D fighter. Oh, Arc System Works. I don't know, but you know, I've I've won matches on nothing but just like, let's see if this works. Which is something I can't afford to try in anything like Guilty Gear unless I'm playing Kai. But
Now,
it's easy enough to where somebody could be decent. I won't say good, but
that's what I was thinking. I think it has a lot of accessibility, from what I'm hearing.
that's the word.
I heard that some people were button mashing.
Yeah. Well,
Some people were. You saw the tweet I tagged y'all in?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because like Arxis games show you the inputs in replays and in training mode. So it's like, let me throw out everything. And it's like, nah. My biggest, well, a friend of mine's biggest gripe with it, which didn't become my biggest gripe until like I was educated some more on the matter, was the mechanic of collecting the Dragon Balls.
Wait, what?
You can collect the Dragon Balls mid-match.
And then do what?
You can make a wish from Shenron, and the wishes come from like one of the four things. I don't remember what they all are off the top of my head. One of them is like meter gain. One of them is like either health gain or like temporary invincibility. One of them is a second sparking blast meter, which is comparable to like X Factor in Marvel 3, which is kind of like, a comeback mechanic. And one of them revolves a fallen ally, kind of like Soulstone in Marvel Infinite. And my understanding was that you get the Dragon Balls by completing combos that were within a certain numerical range. Like, okay, anything from like 15 to 20 hits, anything from like 20 to 25 hits. Because this is what I read somewhere on a forum when I was going through the tutorial trying to figure out, how do I get the 1-star ball, the 2-star ball, so on and so forth. I thought it was hella specific to get each and every single one. So if you were going to get them mid-match, you had to be going for it. I was later informed that you can mash out the square auto combo 7 times and get all 7 balls.
Oh my god. So it's easy basically to get like extra perks in the match as long as you know how to manipulate it.
Essentially. But the balls, that's going to be fun to say. The balls don't discriminate on amount obtained, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Like I could be playing you and I get all 6 of them, and if you get 7 and then summon Shenron, like that's on you. Like you get that.
So it's like they happen naturally during the match. It's not like each player has to fulfill like a set amount of conditions.
Yeah.
Okay. That makes more sense.
I mean, yeah, a set amount of conditions, but the set amount of conditions being, hey, combo 7 times. 7 combos have to go down. There are other ways to get them, from what I'm told.
Yeah.
But that's the go-to way. That's the easy way out. Which, I mean, if you're trying to maximize damage, you're not going to do that. You're not going to take that specific route, because you're going to be worried about other things like staying alive or, killing your opponent's character or, something another. Trying to get that destructive finish with Beerus.
What else have we been playing besides the betas? And Shelly and his Uncharted.
Oh, I played the first 2.5 hours of Persona 5.
You did?
I just haven't got back into it.
Oh shit. How was that?
It was fun.
Fun's the word you want to use?
It was fun.
I just play. No,
I just haven't got back into it.
That's what I was saying earlier. Ryan and me, we both were having fun with it. I was watching him play because he's never played before, and I was enjoying him like struggle through and make sure that he was having an enjoyable first experience, if you know what I mean.
Sounds dirty.
Well, I mean, he'd never played a Persona game before, and he's always been interested. And I bought it like on a whim because I was like, okay, well maybe it'll work. If he plays and he's with me, and he'll like kind of get into it or like figure out the combat. But he's actually pretty competent at it. There was nothing too terribly like annoying to teach him or anything like that. I watched him get through like most of the Kamoshida dungeon. And he picked up fusion pretty quickly. He learned, he like rebooted his save after I left because he didn't like what he named his character. And he made it through the entire thing. And he managed to like manage his SP. Like that's what I was trying to say. He figured that out on his own, and that's like the most like important skill you can learn in a game like that is how to manage your resources and stuff and get things done quickly.
That sounded like one of them womans I hear so much about.
What, Caitlin?
I had a coworker start P5. He's
fucked.
in the middle of Kamoshida's dungeon right now.
God
well,
damn.
I imagine he's past that by now. He already told me his favorite line of the game.
We need a tank. Like I've been getting my ass.
Right now?
Yeah, I've been playing this fucking match for like 8 minutes, and this people
gets so good.
Wait, what are you playing?
Overwatch.
Oh Jesus!
Like, we've got like a level 3 Moira on the other team. We've got a level no, not level 3, like a 3-star and then a 2-star Bastion, and like they're both like wrecking shop. And half of our people keep leaving.
Oh, Luke, goddamn.
Well,
been watching my roommate play Odyssey.
I told Shelly while you were gone, I've started playing Shovel Knight because that's what I ended up buying the other day.
Mm-hmm.
I really enjoy it, and I'm kind of glad I got it for the Switch because, you know, like, it's one of those games where you can play co-op and do whatever you want to. But I've got 2 Joy-Cons with me at all times, so, like, as long as I, get a second player, we can do it wherever.
Oh, I bought a second pair of Joy-Cons.
Oh, yeah, you did. The ugly-ass watermelon ones.
Stop. I bought the reverse of those, so now I have 2 green and 2 pink.
Boo.
Nah, that's good. We in there. Call my watermelon Joy-Cons ugly.
No, they are ugly.
What's your head, boy? Watermelon is good. I don't know what you're talking about.
I hate watermelon so much.
You don't like watermelon?
Watermelon.
No, you not like watermelon?
Tastes like water. But no, I think going back to like the whole Persona thing, I think, Shelly, that you need to. It's one of those games you really need to like put a lot of time into in the beginning, and then after that, you could start playing like 2 hours at a time and get just as much satisfaction out of it.
Yeah, wish I had that luxury, but somebody was trying to rush me so we could have a retrospective.
I was rushing you because you were taking for fucking ever.
I had finals.
You had everything.
That game almost killed me and Drew. Like, literally.
I know it almost killed you and Drew. Like, didn't Drew had to like sell it back because it was like actually like consuming his life?
Yes.
And that one of
Did
those.
he ever
Isn't that one of those diseases I've heard so much about?
life?
No, not one of those.
Oh, you mean the gaming disorder? No, I had like a moment too. Like I won't lie. And I think I talked about this before, but I was playing Persona 5 and I was playing it so much and I was getting so into like the story aspect of it that like I had a dream about it and like it like my mind was going in a place where like I was thinking about the game while I was sleeping and it was keeping me from like having a deep sleep.
Your mind was going to a place where you really wanted to smash Makoto.
Yeah.
Okay. That's it. That's all you need. That's all need be said.
Are you okay, Brian?
He's not. I rest my case. Speaking of which, for Christmas, I got a Kawakami Dakimakura.
Ryan was not pleased when he figured out that you could romance Kawakami. He's like, that is not safe.
It's not. I won't lie. I'm selfish when it comes to that. Because I had to talk with a friend of mine about it, and he was like, "Well, I mean, that's not right. Not because of the age gap, but like that's his teacher." And I'm like, honestly, I didn't even look at it from a perspective of Akira Kurusu or
God damn it, I'm leaving this
Amiyama,
match.
whatever the hell his name is now, Atlas. But I looked at it from like my perspective. It's like, look, I'm about some Kawakami, so there you go. Which is ironic because I ended up like not going through with Futaba because I thought about the same thing from Akira's perspective. I'm selfish and hypocritical, and that's all right.
How the hell am I close to receiving a penalty? I haven't left a match in like 2-3 weeks.
You playing competitive?
No.
What's your penalty?
I was gonna say, are you playing competitive? Are you sucking? That's your penalty. I'm not even being facetious. Like, that's your penalty. If Blizzard thinks you haven't been competing to a certain level to which they feel like you should for your rank, you just drop a lot.
Yeah. No, like we're fucking this. I hate fucking quick play like matchup shit. It is the most garbage ass thing.
Stop playing quick play. Play arcade. Play custom game. Don't you like 18 plus shoot if you want to date?
No, I don't. As a matter of fact.
You gotta read these custom game modes. It's pretty bad.
Kill me if you want to date.
Yeah, yeah. Daddy Hog and his 6 little torblets. Nothing beats my favorite. Bad widows only.
Well, it's like, okay, so here's the thing. Our game right now, we have a 3-time prestige Hanzo on their team and a star, and then we're all in like I think I'm the highest one. I think I am. I'm 82. And then we have a 78, and then we got a 38, a 53, a 57, and a 46.
That don't mean nothing.
That don't mean shit.
Bruh,
you don't even play Overwatch.
Bruh, you talking about...
I play Rocket League.
You talking about the
masters who are shit.
Yeah, you talking about the match making in the game, bro?
I just took that L because I wanted to lose so bad and get out of that
Blizzard
match.
can't match magnets, my guy.
But what do you think about Overwatch League, by the way?
I guess I hear a lot of
that's my thought exactly. I guess
some good, some bad. A lot more bad than good.
Like I could not give a flying fuck about it.
I hear more bad about specific players, and I'm like, fie on them. They need to catch some hands in some regards. The league as the league model in general, it's like, I guess. And then I look at some of the rosters and I'm like, well, what's even the point? Like, if you look at the roster for New York Excelsior, everybody's Korean. if you look at London Spitfire, everyone is Korean.
That's true.
If you look at Seoul Dynasty, I'm joking.
What about the Florida one?
Everyone's Korean in Seoul Dynasty. One of the exceptions may be Shanghai because
Are you really gonna make that joke, or am I gonna have to?
No,
do
I
it?
wasn't making a joke. I was like, you're probably not gonna find any Korean players in the Shanghai team because Shanghai's in China. Duh. But I heard there was a significant amount of backlash for just there not being a female player in sight, and that there was even one female player who was very much capable but denied because her placing on the team wouldn't be deemed as marketable and faced harassment from a member of a particular team on the league.
Jesus.
Yeah. So there's just a whole bunch of mess surrounding that, but women in esports is a huge recurring problem that needs to be. We gotta do better.
Again, I'm not like a big esports dude to begin with, and like the whole point of like Overwatch League is like, all right, cool. I can watch a match if I'm feeling like bored, if I don't want to watch YouTube, but I'd rather
It's
be
like
playing the game.
You watch the Celtics play, and then right after that, you hop on Twitch and you watch freaking Valiant. I forget what city they're from, but you watch Valiant play against Excelsior right after you watch, the Celtics play against, I don't know, the Knicks, I guess.
Did you hear about the Royal Edition for Final Fantasy 15 today?
I meant to watch that trailer last night and didn't.
Well, let me fill you in.
Maybe.
Let me fill you in. As of now, it was announced to be $20 if you had already bought the game.
Kill me.
Square Enix has removed that price listing, and it is unknown whether they are going to hike it up or bring it down because of backlash.
For it being $20?
Yeah.
Bruh.
No, people are pissed because they're like, what the fuck? Because it's almost as expensive as the season pass, and then if you don't buy
$20,
it doesn't, and it also doesn't come with
pass was like $25-$30. What are you talking about?
That's what I'm saying.
About?
Like, people are mad because it's comparable in price, and it also doesn't come with any of the season pass content.
Let me find out Blaze Blue Cross Tag Battle base game with its 20 projected DLC characters is going to be $20 MSRP. I would jump for joy, my guy.
And that's the thing. Like, I can get like the whole like, oh, I bought game at launch and I'm having to pay all this money. Like, I'm honestly tempted to just buy this game again. But I know that there's no point.
What kind of garbage?
But here's what you get in the Royal Edition of Final Fantasy 15. You get a new dungeon. It is the Ruins of Insomnia. You actually get to explore them before you get to the final battle. We also have... you can explore on the boat that you rode to Altissia, and that whole space of water between mainland and Altissia is completely explorable now. What they showed in the trailer was a whale.
Ooh.
You can fight all of the previous kings of Lucius, or whatever it's called, Insomnia.
The Lucii?
Yes, you can fight all of them. There is additional story content as far as the raid on Insomnia. Like, they're trying to like make it a follow up to Comrades and like have him like lead the Kingsglaive and cores in it. There's a few scenes with him.
Wait. The raid on Insomnia. Which raid on Insomnia? Like that happens at the beginning when
If the
Niflheim
game,
rolls through.
no, at the end of the game.
Okay. I was finna
Like,
say
they're
bruh,
actually making it like an assault and not just 4 people like walking in.
I was finna say, bro, you mean we're getting versus 13? Hell yeah, I'm paying $20.
Honestly, that may be in the Luna DLC that they'll announce eventually.
Like, bro, let me play versus 13 finally.
Let me pull this back up.
Let me get an alternate route for episode Luna, but the alternate route is just me playing as Stella. Like,
oh god.
I'm so about it. I am so about it.
Let's see.
I gotta take all my amiibos down and wipe this shelf off. Goodness gracious. I gotta make room from the rest of my amiibos too.
Alright. I'm watching it now.
Got the Bayonetta, got the Cloud, got the baddest woman in all the land, Urbosa.
Oh shit, yeah, I need to buy Bayonetta. That's what I wanted to do.
1 and 2. And
oh yeah, they've got that ATV version of the Regalia that I think is already out.
Yeah. It came out with the episode Prompto update, I want to say.
Oh yeah, you could fight Cerberus as a story boss now. In that fight. When you're going into the city.
Nice.
Like the one you saw in Kingsglaive.
Well, Omega no, didn't we already have to fight him?
No, you didn't already have to fight him. They brought Omega in though.
Oh yeah. That's right. He that summon. Okay.
Yeah.
It still counts.
Let's see. And you get the rulers of Jor. Oh, and there's a new Armiger mode for when you get all 13 of the arms, and you can like it's expanded.
You see that Dissidia tweet I shared?
No, what was it?
It said, "How come Final Fantasy 13 gets 3 characters?" And it was Lightning, Ice, and Noctis.
I did see that. That cracked me the fuck up.
Fabula, Nova, Crystallis, baby.
Crystal like the champagne.
Crystal like the champagne. Don't give it a cheddar biscuits, granddad.
I hope that Ace isn't as broken in the game as he is in his own game.
Who that? Ace?
With his iframe dodge that can go on for infinity. Like, that was the first thing I thought of when they announced Ace for Dissidia. I was like, I wonder if he's got that broken-ass dodge.
Man, people were wanting to laugh at Nomura and give him flack because he wanted Dissidia to be an esport. I'm like, look, it's possible. Dissidia ain't finna be no FGC esport. But maybe
Nomura didn't have anything to do with Dissidia, did he?
Whoever was on, probably I felt like it was Nomura just because they talked to Nomura about everything. I don't think Itagaki did anything with it. Like, I know Team Ninja's on it, but I don't think Itagaki had a hand in it because they talked to people from Square Enix about it, not people from Team Ninja.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, like from what I played in the first beta, it's really like being in that arena and everything and being objective based. It seems like a Overwatch League of Legends kind of deal, and not like a Blaze Blue or
kind
of feel.
This is purely a team tactical fighter.
Yeah.
And that's the problem that I've been running into is that, like, if you're playing and you're not in a party with anybody, you're gonna get fucked because there's no communication really between people. And you got to be mic'd up and like ready to take on the other team, or there just has to be an understanding of like how people's characters work and like who needs to do who. Because I've run into the situation where I was helping out the team, but then I would get double teamed, and then they would keep coming after me specifically because my other teammates would be like focusing on one dude, and then the other two would be on me, and then no one would come to help me. I've also been in the situation to where, you know, I'm running away and I'm distracting people because they want to like try and get rid of me, because like I'm a long range fighter or whatever, or an assassin type, who does like who like fucks with people from a distance and then moves in for a kill with an HP attack. I had people coming after me, and then my other two teammates would be like wrecking shop in the meantime. Like, it's that kind of coordination that you need, and you need like people to kind of watch your back. But that's something that people haven't developed a taste for yet, especially in this beta. So I've gotten a lot of losses just because of that. But I think I was telling Shelly too, I was really stubborn about playing Squall because I wanted to learn him, and I looked at his character description, and he's like totally like his whole shtick is that you have to time and button presses to like do extra damage and like unleash combos in a different way. And it's not like just like knowing when to do it. It's like you have to know actually how to like execute the combo. And he's similar to what I remember.
Execution characters? Let's go.
Well, he's similar to what I remember from like the PSP game. He's just not as fast, obviously, and you can't like spam stuff as much, but I had fun with him, but they've got a weird thing to where you have to actually level up your character in game to get different HP attacks. So it
was gonna stay an RPG.
Yeah, well, that's how the other one was, like, except it was just easier to level up your characters. But this one, you actually have to win matches to like progress in the story and do shit like that.
I wonder what kind of problems that will cause competitively.
I'm sure if it was like a true competitive thing, like if it was like a tourney, they'd have all of them available.
I imagine so. I think that's what the arcade version of Gundam Versus does. Well, never mind. They probably just default to whatever the arcade standard is for Dissidia and just do it on console.
And I mean, this game has the option of like, you know, offline matches and like the story mode, obviously. So you can level up your characters off.
Oh, I was just gonna say, the TOs have to unlock everything by hand, though. It's I don't know how much it's gonna do for real. That was a problem we ran into with Smash 4 and trying to legalize customs.
Well, Shelly, are you there?
I'm always here.
I was just wondering, what the fuck is that noise I keep hearing?
That was well timed.
What?
He was like, "You here?" And then it's like, "Do do do do." I'm always here.
Call me, beat me if you want to reach me.
What's the sitch?
Let's see who's directing this.
Shelly, you see we're getting Pepper Ann in Kingdom Hearts 3.
I knew it.
Nah, I wish though.
Let's see. I'm looking for a director. All I can see is Haito Corporation, Koei Tecmo, and Square Enix.
Yeah, see how you can't find anything on the game?
Well, Ishimoto, Takaharu Ishimoto did the score. Nomura designed the characters, obviously. And I can't find goddamn shit about any of the other ones.
See how you can't find anything on the game? Like I tried earlier today when I was like, hey, what engine is this on? And everybody's like, they were talking about the soft engine. And I'm like, okay, they were talking about it, but did they end up using it? Which, I mean, I guess I could find out like
if in a bit. The game.
Yeah, when I go play. But God, I hadn't played Dead or Alive since the war.
Okay, wait, I found it. Staff. Executive producers Shinji Hashimoto.
Okay.
Ichiro Hazama. Yosuke Hasashi. Director is Takeo Kujiroka. and then creative producer and character designers Nomura. The
DBFZ
London
beta,
Symphony Orchestra composed it. Wow.
Get up.
Or performed it.
DBFZ beta goes back up at 11 tomorrow night and will go for 24 hours.
Okay.
Just so you know.
Let's see. Phil Lamar. Oh, yeah, that is right. Phil Lamar does voice Ramza.
He's going to be at Comic-Con in Birmingham.
So is Nostalgia Critic.
So I'm going to try to clutch a Static Shock cosplay.
See if I know anyone else.
Probably going to be a Team Aqua Grunt, too.
Good old George Newbern.
Are you looking at the cast now?
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm seeing like if there's anyone different that I don't remember.
Ages.
There's Laura
At
Bailey.
this point, they would just add people for characters we didn't have before.
There's
like
Christopher
we're gonna have Ray Chase. We're gonna have whoever the heck voices Ace, and whoever the heck voices Y'shtola.
Jonathan McClendon, and then Robin Addison for Y'shtola.
Okay.
And Bailey Gamber Toglio. What the fuck? That's the Moogle's voice actor. Oh god.
Do you know that Noctis and Roy from Fire Emblem now share a voice actor?
You serious?
Yeah, for Fire Emblem Heroes, because they like dubbed almost everybody. Roy's voice actor is Ray Chase, which kind of makes me excited if Binding Blade gets that eventual remake on the 3DS, because then like yeah, he'll probably be fully voiced in everything.
Let's see. What anime y'all watching right now? Or are you?
I still need to start Kekai Sensen.
You still need to finish Iron Blooded Orphans.
See the predicament I'm in?
You just watch it. That's all you have to do is watch it. Shelly and I still need to watch Steins Gate before Steins Gate 0 comes out.
Oh, that reminds me. Part 5 confirmed.
Part 5. Oh yeah, it is confirmed.
Yeah.
What?
Because they bought out
JoJo?
the name. Yeah, JoJo Part 5's coming out eventually.
Yeah.
Whenever they officially announce it. Even though officially announcing that you bought out the trademark for it or whatever online and the domain name is basically an announcement.
I don't know, man. Pokemon Company International bought out some trademarks, and they've just been sitting there, dog.
Well, yeah, people just buy trademarks just to get them.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was saying to Brian. Like,
I'm gonna buy a
that
Mickey
confirms
Mouse
in
one
it.
day.
It's like, yeah.
I'm gonna dump all my life savings and my wife's life insurance money into buying Mickey Mouse.
Bruh. That's a waste. You should buy the rights to Metal Gear so you could in turn give them to Kojima so he can let them die.
So that he could kill the franchise on his own.
Yeah. Well, not even kill it, just like put it to rest out in that graveyard where he took Big Boss at the end of 4.
It's like taking a dog in the back of the shed.
It's like, look, because I was like, shoot, I buy the rights to Metal Gear, and then I was like, well, what would I do with them? Absolutely nothing. Just like Kojima would want.
Well, when does Survive come out? Isn't that supposed to be like March?
Does it really matter, Brian?
Yeah, it matters because I want to see it fail. I want to see it die out, and I want to see people hate it.
Okay, but But what if it's decent? It won't be good. We're gonna get that out the way. We're gonna clarify that. But what if it's decent?
Then people still won't buy it because out of principle.
I mean, you won't. But what if it's decent?
It doesn't matter because it won't get sales.
But if it's decent, then it's gotten some sales, Brian. You're dodging the question. What if it's
If it is
decent?
a decent ass game and it gets at least some of its projected sales, which I doubt seriously, because Metal Gear is so niche that its fan base like already hates the idea of this game.
Okay.
So where are the sales coming from? First off,
well,
if it is halfway decent,
placates me.
Konami would be better off, making some low budget spin-off that
pachinko machine, but okay,
and it has the same formula as past Metal Gear games, but follows a completely different story and timeline.
Metal Gear Solid Portable Ops HD. You're right.
Metal Gear Solid Zexel.
Metal Gear Solid Liquid Taint.
Nah, bro, you gotta mind the signs because so there was the thing with PT, and then Silent Hills got canceled, but then we got a pachinko machine. There was the whole thing with MGS5. They started messing with Kojima's money and locking him in the basement, and then we got Snake Eater pachinko with all them nice high-res cutscenes. People have dropped out of Yu-Gi-Oh because of the link summoning mechanic. The game is dying off. Yu-Gi-Oh pachinko is on the way. I'm calling it right now.
Hey, the next Metal Gear game, every fight should be done in with Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
Is link summon the newest mechanic?
Yep.
How the fuck does it work?
Why
did they make a new mechanic each generation?
Gimmicks.
Like that makes
it's like how we
sell toys.
It's like how we went from double battles to triple battles, to rotation battles, to mega evolutions, to Z moves.
Could you imagine that if in Pokemon they came out with 3 new types each generation?
That would suck.
That would suck. That would just be like, because you have to admit, like, they can only add so many Pokemon, new Pokemon into those type archetypes, and then they have to go back to old Pokemon and then reclassify their types, like what they did with Fairy.
Because
and then Steel.
Some stuff in some stuff in Sun and Moon was a design choice because, oh, this is cool, oh, this is nice, oh, this fits with the theme. But there are some Pokemon that they had to change specifically for balancing purposes.
Gengar.
Like, some stuff got changed for no other reason than this is going to cause a problem in VGC.
Gengar.
Yeah, Gengar don't levitate no more. So for Yu-Gi-Oh, the way link summoning works, I'm going to answer your question.
Yeah, go ahead.
So were you familiar with how it worked beforehand?
No.
But Gengar is a ghost. Why doesn't he levitate?
But Shelly will be able to fill you in, or at least understand what you're saying.
Okay, well, Shelly, here's how it goes. So you know how before you could summon like as many you could special summon. You already know you can special summon as much as you want.
Yeah.
So you could special summon as many monsters from the extra deck as you could, right?
Uh-huh.
So in this new format, in an attempt to slow the game down, pendulum zones are gone.
Wait, hold on. In an attempt to slow the game down, you did that to speed the game up.
Yeah, pendulum zones are gone, and now if you want to pendulum summon, you have to use one of your spell trap zones. So setting pendulums will only net you 3 spell trap zones to use for the game. But now each player has 1 extra monster zone to where you can only summon 1 monster from the extra deck. 1. And you cannot summon another unless it dies. What link summoning is supposed to do is by having a link monster in that zone, it allows you to summon multiple. It allows you to summon multiple monsters from the extra deck.
What you're telling me,
go to your normal monster zones.
What you're telling me is that okay. Wait. Just before we get into it.
So what you're saying is that they created a card that will let you play the way Yu-Gi-Oh used to be.
Yeah, you have to have new gimmicks to be able to use old strategies.
Yes.
That is garbage.
It is a gatekeeper.
This whole game mechanic we made last time, it's now a card.
Fuck it.
But no, here's the thing.
Buy our
because
stuff.
You summon it just like you would every monster. So let's say, because you're only limited to 3 of a monster. Let's say you only run 2. Link summon. Well, I play Torrential Tribute, so it's dead. Okay, next turn, I'm gonna summon it. Bottomless, so it's banished. That's it. Now you can only summon 1 monster out your extra deck. You're screwed.
That's like fucking like the fusion combos that you and me would do with the Elemental Heroes and stuff.
Oh yeah, those got fun after a while.
You couldn't do any of that shit without this monster.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
Blue Eyes, which had like murdered decks before, because being able to summon like Blue Eyes Spirit Dragon and sack it for like Azure Eyes and having like multiple ones out, and you know, twin-headed dragon and everything.
And Kaiba Man.
You had to pick one. I mean, Kaiba Man is fine because Kaiba Man comes out the main deck, not the extra deck. Like, yeah.
So that was all in an effort to slow the game down, but then it comes down to fucking you just have to have higher attack points, like fucking monsters with like 1900 attack points.
Well, of course, with like every series becomes like, every new archetypes of deck, for the protagonist and his friends and everything. So now there are like decks that straight up ride this mechanic or don't need the extra deck at all. So if you're playing like an older deck, like it's kind of get screwed. So, you kind of have to buy the new stuff naturally because Konami wants the money.
And the next gen, when they decide to go back to, old competitive things or revive something old, they'll just do away with this mechanic.
I doubt it. They won't do away with it. They'll change it, but they won't get rid of it.
They'll just make another card.
Yeah. Every single mechanic that has been added to the game in the past has stayed. It has never gone, only changed. Like, I don't think fusion summoning requirements have ever changed. XYZ has stayed the same. Pendulum has changed for balancing purposes, but it's still a thing. Like, yeah.
Shelly, I think we played the peak of Yu-Gi-Oh! I think that Legacy of the Duelist was the peak of Yu-Gi-Oh!
Legacy of the Duelist was definitely the peak of Yu-Gi-Oh! And boy, did it die a slow death. To the point where you can't find a match.
Hey, Shelly, you want to play Legacy of the Duelist?
Dude, we wouldn't even have to make a private match. We could just search and we'd find each other.
I want to do it right now. I want to see while we're on the stream if we can find each other.
Oh,
I don't have it downloaded.
Just download it. It's not a big ass game.
You know how long that's gonna take? I'm gonna go soon.
It would still take a long time. Also, my internet's being slow at the moment.
Shelly, do it anyway. Do it anyway. We'll do it another day.
But yeah, no, that's it. Like, because I played a lot with people here in Troy. It wasn't the right version of it, but I had, which was pretty much a top tier deck for a little bit. And then Link summoning happened and everybody dropped the game like the plague.
My God.
That's how I was when Synchro summoning happened. I was just playing in high school, and then this kid came in with some Synchro summon cards. I said, "What the fuck is this shit?"
And then he dropped the game.
I just dropped the game.
Synchro wasn't even that bad. Like when Xyz became a thing, though. Like,
okay, Brian, George, it looks that bad when you're just playing normal Yu-Gi-Oh, and then this white kid
I mean,
comes in,
okay.
does all this shit, and then you go, "What the fuck was that?" Because you never heard of it.
Technically,
all
I
these
could still
different-
play.
These different colored cards that you've never seen. I'm like, that ain't the
Why is
card
it gotta
color
be
I've
white?
ever seen.
You know why?
You make these cards. Are you cases?
But
Oh God!
I
Every
have a
time I hear
dread
that
for that,
story, it cracks me the fuck up.
Jesus.
Which story?
That story about you getting your ass beat in Yu-Gi-Oh and then dropping.
I haven't told it that much.
Yes, you did. Every time we'd play, and you'd like see a synchro monster, you'd be like, "Man, fuck that thing," and then you start using synchro monsters. You like refuse for a good part of 2 months
Synchro what?
to play with synchro summons.
I really only use. The only one I used was like Stardust Dragon, and Black Rose Dragon was nice. I just liked killing
Blow
everything.
up the field.
And then there was that Chaos Dragon or something.
I fucking
I
The
like
one
that.
deck I have that didn't need anything out the extra deck, ironically got Link Summon support this season. I'm like, you won't get me, Konami.
So, I've been playing Danganronpa, and I beat the first one, and I love it. I actually do love this game. I'm not.
I feel like you would.
Well, I like the visual novel aspect of it because I like that. I find that appealing to me. I used a walkthrough, and I had a great time. Not because and I used the walkthrough just because I was like, okay, well, I fucking want to get through the story. Like some of this stuff is fun, and I enjoyed like the mechanics of the game, and some of it was a little bit straightforward, and I enjoyed it. Some of it was like a little annoying, and I didn't like the aspect of like having to like. Okay, so have you ever played, George?
Nope.
Okay, so I'll just explain a mechanic. Basically, you're using truth bullets to like shoot through like false statements or whatever, to like put holes in people's theories or whatever. And there's a mechanic called absorb bullets where you hold down triangle and you absorb a statement, and then you can go back and use that statement to like put a hole in another one. That was the part where I like stopped playing legitimately, and I just started using a walkthrough because like there was no way I'd know, and I knew that was just there for padding the game out. Everything else was fun. I loved the investigation part. I loved like coming up with my own like theories about how things like went out, and then going into trials, like I'd be like, okay, I have a good idea of how this whole scenario played out just because of like I don't know, like I figured out the gimmick here.
Mm-hmm.
And I enjoyed it. Like I didn't need to play on normal difficulty. If I played without a walkthrough, I probably wouldn't have had as much fun. So I'm playing the second one now. I definitely would recommend watching the anime to both of you to just get the story of it, because I think the story's pretty decent, like pretty solid, better than Feature Dire anyway.
Yeah, I can't do it. I need to finish Ace Attorney before I play something of similar nature. I can't play Danganronpa because I need to finish Ace Attorney.
Honestly, you would be better off watching. I feel like it's one of those things where, like, if you like the gameplay style, you can play it and have the fun. But if I had just been introduced to this as an anime first, I would have loved it.
Is that Osei? I have a Yoshitaka Amano art book, and I'm going through stuff. And one of these is like a big buff tiger dude. And I'm like, is that Osei? My boy. Osei is a good persona.
I need to, he is a good persona.
My boy Osei Corvo.
I need to, finish watching all the anime that I like didn't watch from last season, so I think I'd start watching stuff from this season.
Caitlin's gonna be here for the next 2 days, so I'm probably gonna run her through Persona 4 the animation.
You should run her through MMO Junkie. She would like that. And I kind of dropped a Yu Yu Hakusho for now, and I put it on the back burner since I didn't beat. I finished watching all through the Dark Tournament.
She don't be wanting to read subs. Oh, so Jahari got his PS2.
Did you see 2 of me?
From home. Goodness. And he brought back a copy of Yu Yu Hakusho Dark Tournament for the PS2.
How is that game?
I don't know. We haven't played it yet, but my understanding is that it's a quality Kusage. So, gonna have some fun with that.
I still want to play like J-Stars with E both, like just unironically.
I cannot play J-Stars. I'm sorry.
We're not gonna play it seriously. We're gonna play it to have fun and then drop it.
We're not gonna play it seriously. We're gonna play it ironically.
Exactly.
Can we at least drink and play it?
Yes.
Lit.
Like I will totally provide a copy of it if you guys can
for everybody
meet up in one spot.
I borrowed a copy from work once. It sure was.
It was developed.
Canceling out Kurogami Phantom with Kenshin's counter. Frame perfect.
Fucking Saisho Gyu.
Well,
yeah, I think this is a good stream.
Yep, that's a stream.
I mean, this worked out pretty well as far as topics go. We talked about what we wanted to talk about. There's not been a lot of news lately.
Part 5 confirmed.
I mean, Part 5 confirmed, obviously, but you know, fucking the sky is also blue.
Oh wait, have you guys watched Taizai yet?
I've read Taizai up to this point in the manga. I need to watch it, but I'm waiting for it to come out on Netflix because they're probably going to do
it. It's
like
on Crunchyroll.
Is it on Crunchyroll?
I don't know.
No, it's streaming on.
Oh yeah. When Taizai first came out, it wasn't on Crunchyroll. I forgot.
Yeah, because Netflix has the rights. They'll probably put it up when it gets to episode 12, and then because they don't simulcast like fucking idiots. I definitely would watch it though, Shelly. It's getting good. Get to watch some good old Ten Commandment bullshit. But yeah.
All right. Well,
everybody go watch anime.
Yeah.
I don't care which one. Actually, let me look and see what's on my list real quick.
Jesus, Brian.
Hell, I'm in the stream. Fuck.
When does Boku no Hero come back?
Don't know.
Boku no Hero comes back in April.
April.
Yeah, Steins Gate Zero, I think Persona 5 and Boku no Hero are all going to be in the same season. It's going to be disgusting.
Can't wait to see that get destroyed.
What? Oh wait, have
P5 the animation?
Yeah, P5 the animation is gonna be weird. It's gonna be good, but it's gonna be weird. Just listening to people in Japanese voices. Have either of you seen any episodes of Pop Team Epic?
No.
Nope.
Oh my god. Oh my god. It is a meme. Like the entire show is just a giant meme. And it's like Robot Chicken essentially. Like same structure.
Oh my god. Wait.
But with the same two characters.
When does DXD come back?
I think in April.
Is it April too?
Also?
Oh my god, April's lit.
Right though?
What about Citrus? The one about lesbians?
Is that the sequel to Orange?
No. No, fuck that anime. I hated Orange. I hated orbs so much.
When does Black Bible come back?
Sorry, I think you mean Bible Black.
Oh,
Oh
sorry.
shit!
Damn. George knows.
Oh, Dagashi Kashi's back, Shelly.
Man, fuck that show.
Oh.
That show wasn't funny in
This
Japanese, and it wasn't funny in English.
Let's see what else.
News for anybody who hasn't like been on the internet in about 3 months. Faku is streaming anime again.
Oh god. Ooh, has either of you watched Devilman Crybaby?
I need to start
I saw a
but
preview
my
for it.
understanding is that it's on Netflix.
Yeah.
I ain't got Netflix, dog.
Shelly got Netflix.
George, I have Netflix.
You got Netflix?
Yeah.
Bro, you want to throw me that Netflix?
It's in
Yeah,
the
but-
group chat somewhere because he kept giving me the wrong password.
It's
But we-
somewhere.
But we only
Yeah.
have the one where 2 people can watch it at a time.
Dang.
It's okay. I don't ever watch it, so you're okay.
All right.
I only
I don't
watch
really
it
watch
when
it.
I'm like, I only watch it on every blue moon or so.
I don't watch it that often.
I don't know if I get.
But I plan on watching it eventually, because
Yeah.
I'm going to watch
But-
Brotherhood again.
Yeah, well, you need to watch Devilman Crybaby because it is something. Like, if there was an anime, hold on,
It
one
is
second.
an anime.
It is. 1 second.
Oh no.
It is from Japan.
I'll find some other way to watch it that's still perfectly legal because I support my official releases.
Is it on Hulu?
I'll look into that.
All right, everybody.
All right.
We bet.
Nah, if it's
That's
on
to go.
Netflix.
I gotta go
If
put a
it's-
frost cover on my car before the snow starts
There you
sticking.
go. Go do stuff.
Oh, it's snowing down there?
so I can get off.
Yeah, it's starting to sleep.
It didn't really do anything up here. I mean, like, some stuck, but nothing really happened.
People are worried about the roads icing over tomorrow, but by the time I have to go to work, it'll probably be blown over.
Yeah.
Like, I don't expect it to be like any kind of icy until like
Right.
I mean at least after 8.
I'm like, I'm just going to work tomorrow, I guess. Fuck. Because I didn't go today.
Rip.
That sucks. We'll make it though. Everybody go home, sleep well tonight, and
Stay
Go
warm
to
if you're in the
work.
area.
go to work and be safe. Take it easy, especially if you're in a snow advisory place or whatever, freeze advisory.
Elliot, if you're listening, happy birthday. Love you, boy.
I don't have anybody I want to wish happy birthday to. I don't have anybody. Goodbye.
Play Skullgirls.
Go play school. Go play any video game. Go watch any anime.
Yeah, but mostly Skullgirls.
Watch Boku no Pico.
Good night.
Good night.